Hello and welcome to Hobby Vlog number 184. Now, what's about to happen is something that has not happened in 184 episodes. This is going to be my last hobby vlog for several weeks. It could be 4, it could be 5. Things are a little bit up in the air at the moment, but I'm going on an extended holiday, which is going to be good fun. I'm really looking forward to it, but it does mean that I'm not going to be able to take any of my hobbying stuff with me. I'm on a road trip, we're camping, just not possible. I've tried to work it out in my head how I could do it, so it's not going to happen, unfortunately. And so yeah, after this vlog, you won't be seeing any of my vlogs on a Sunday for at least 4, maybe 5 weeks. So I hope you don't miss me too much, and I hope you come back in 4 or 5 weeks when I return. But for now, I hope that you enjoy this video. I have tried to get some hobbying done this week. It's been very busy as I do get ready for getting on the road. And as you watch this, I will be somewhere in Europe driving. So yeah, the vlog will be being published while I'm on the road. So yeah, I'll already be on my way by the time you see this. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I will reply to them when I can. I'm on the road. Maybe it may take me a little while. But I do love those comments and they really do inspire me. I hope you enjoy the video and I'll see you again at the end. Well, these are all washed and dried. So what I'm going to do now is sit and assemble all these. And as usual, if I have any issues, then I will turn the camera on, but otherwise I'll just assemble them. So I'll be snipping them off the sprues and gluing them together. 4 items did fall off the sprue in the box, so I had to be very careful when I was washing those. Just some arms there, so yeah, that was a bit frustrating, but other than that, everything seems to be fine. I did have to attempt to straighten out some bends. That hasn't worked as well as I hoped. That's still quite bent, but yeah, I'll deal with that as I go through. So yeah, I'm going to get these assembled and I'll show you what it looks like when they're done, hopefully with no problems. Oh, that base is stuck on and sealed on nicely. So what I'm now going to do is, like I say, I'm going to make use of the forest ground cover just to add a little bit more interest underneath this tree. And while I'm at it, I think I am going to do the same for the other tree as well. So I'm not going to use the glue, the fast basing glue for this, mainly because I want to be a little bit more, I'm going to be able to use a brush basically. So yes, I'm just using my normal watered down PVA and then trying to keep this all in shot. What we'll do is scatter it on, and then when that's dried I will seal it again with some more watered down PVA. So there we are. I'll let that to dry and then seal it again, like I say. And then it's going to be a case of mounting the eagle to the top. I'll bring you along when I get to that stage. Oh, I've got all these assembled, which wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but wasn't terrible. I did manage to work out and understand the instructions after a little while. This one, unlike for Quick Beam, which I'm also making at the moment, of course, actually does have a little bit of a kind of component list in it. And you can kind of work out what that is. It doesn't tie up to the sprues though. The sprues are like 3A, 3A, 3B, 3C, and nowhere in this do they mention those numbers. So once again, why, Games Workshop, do you take the time to put numbers and details on your sprues, as you can see here, 2C, 2C, yeah, and then not mention them anywhere in your written instructions and printed instructions? It just makes no sense. Anyway, I'm going to get these primed and painted. I'm looking forward to painting them. I'm going to follow the artwork for that, so I'm looking forward to getting them painted, and I'll let you know, or show you what it looks like when they're done. Well, obviously I'm not going to leave it like this, but I thought that's awesome. It's very unstable, unfortunately, and there isn't an opportunity for me to keep it that high, but I kind of wish I could. I kind of wish I could. I can't, can I really? I can't. There's no way I can, but that is just, could I? I don't know. I might actually, in the vlog this clip goes in, I might actually leave this clip in, not do anything else, and take a little straw pole So please, in the comments below, just let me know whether I should cut the wire down or whether you think sticking him on as that high is a good idea. Because I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to. I think that is so striking. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to leave it. I was going to do this clip and snip it down or what have you, but I just stuck that on there as a laugh and thought, actually, yeah, I probably shouldn't, but I might. Let me know, please, in the comments below, what you think I should do. Do you reckon I should clip it down, or do you reckon I should go for the old super high eagle? It would certainly be striking on the tabletop. So my very good friend Quinn from Quinian's Budget Crafts, not that he's making any videos at the moment, but his channel is still there, did this for me. It is obviously the Gruffalo. He just made it for me at my request because Rosie loves that book, and frankly so do we. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that painted up, and I'm going to do a little diorama for Rosie. Now I don't know when exactly I'll get it finished. I don't have time to do that and finish it before I go away on my break, but at least I can get started, and then potentially I'll finish it off when I get back. So I'm just going to prime that up now. I printed it out quite a while ago, 2 months ago. It's just been sat on my bench, and I think, yeah, I'm going to get that started. So I'll prime it up, start painting it. Might get it painted before I go away, but at the very least what I'll be able to do is have that waiting for me when I get back, and get the little diorama finished. So this is modelled on the bit, if you've read the book you'll know at the end where, or in the middle, where he actually comes across, where the mouse comes across the Gruffalo for the first time. So I'm going to put some trees around it and have a little mouse, and that'll be a really cool little scene. Anyway, there we are. Thought I'd quickly get it started now before my holiday. Well, that super tall eagle idea went out the window. I was having a bit of a play around just to check how it would work on a table, and yeah, it was a little bit top heavy obviously, but the problem was not just that it was top heavy. If this was stronger it'd probably be alright, because it didn't tip very quickly, apart from the metal actually bent, the wire bent, and then that encouraged the whole thing to fall over. So I think I've managed to bend my wire back into position, which is obviously a little bit of a problem. So I am going to have to cut this down and have it so that I have the 2 extra points of contact. So if you've already left me a comment, I really appreciate it. If you haven't and you're waiting till the end of the video, you saved yourself some typing time. I really wanted to do the tall one, but it's not practical. Maybe another time, maybe if I can get a stronger support to do this that isn't going to bend. I mean, I'm looking at some stuff I've got over here. It's too late now for this one, but something like this barbecue skewer would be fine. I could paint that black. It'll be a bit obvious, but it would still look cool. But it's just too late because this is already in and bent in, and everything's done, so I haven't got the opportunity to change this one. So this one I'm going to do, and maybe if I get another eagle, I will maybe do a super tall flying one next time. So anyway, there we are. It was a nice idea. Not everything always works out though. Well, that's finished. Managed to get them all done. As you can see, looks the same. It was a fortuitous timing because we had a few days of really nice weather, and that meant that everything dried really quickly. So it's only Tuesday, so I'm now going to wrap this back up with my packing material and get it packed into the car, and that should now no longer be damaged during the journey, which is good, and it's probably just a better outcome anyway, just another little bit of scatter terrain, and the stump is still relatively interesting, and it's covered in dog hairs because Zena's been sitting on it. So never mind, hey. So yeah, I'll get that wrapped up, and now this actually is finished, and the next time I'll record about this will be when I'm at ArdaCon. Right, with the Easterling Black Dragon Warriors assembled, now I'm going to assemble Ratabi and Borgia, and not happy to just have rubbish instructions. This time there were none. So I'm going to need to focus on this, make sure I get it right. We do have ABBB, so potentially that will guide one will be A and one will be B. That's got a B on it, so maybe there is a little bit of a hint as to which way round they go, but certainly not as much as I would hope for. So anyway, I'll report back if there's any big problems, other than basically what I'll be doing is looking at this picture and making them look the same. And yeah, then I'll prime them up and show you what they look like. Let's hope that I don't have to report any horrible issues. Well, these two went together very well, really easily actually. In the end, there's not enough combinations of parts that the lack of instructions caused a problem, and everything fit fine. There was not any difficulty with cleaning up. This was a really easy assembly. I have now already primed them, so I'll be getting these down to the painting bench at some point, and then yeah, we can you'll see what they look like when they're painted. I am going to follow the painting, basically what the artwork looks like, so they will end up looking something like that, hopefully. We shall see. But yeah, pretty pleased with how they've come out and how they went together. They were beautifully done. Well, here we are, done and dusted. So as you can see, I trimmed it down quite a long way. What I did was I initially glued the feet to the tree with the wire inside, and then once that was stable, then what I did was I set it down on its front, and I put some super glue around the wire going into the body of the eagle, and that has turned out absolutely perfect. So I am sad that I wasn't able to do the super high one. Maybe I'll do it another time, like I said, but it does need to be able to stand up, so yeah, it wasn't really gonna ever work that. So that now leaves me with only one more thing to do on this project, which is paint up one more miniature, and I'll do that next. So Radagast needs to be painted for riding on his eagle. I'll show you I'll get to that probably after my break, so it'll be a little while. So there we are, that's what I managed to get done this week. As I said in the intro, by the time this goes public, I will be on the road across Europe, so making my way towards Andrew and Rosie, looking forward to seeing them again. It's been a couple of weeks. So yeah, there will be a break now of at least 4, maybe 5 weeks, maybe even longer, I'm not sure. I'm away, and then I've got some business to do as well, which has been arranged at the last minute. So yeah, it could be a little while before I'm back. So thank you so much to everyone who's watched this video, and everyone that has watched me for the last 184 weeks of unbroken vlogging. I'm quite sad to be breaking that, but it's out of my hands. There's nothing else I can do, so I'm just going to have to come back and try and do another 184 without a break. Let's see how we can do. Well, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it if you got this far. I'll wrap up by saying, as I always do, and maybe when I come back I can stop saying this, but I doubt it, unfortunately, looking at how it's going. But if any of you are impacted directly or indirectly by the horrific war in Ukraine, then my thoughts do go out to you and anyone you know who may be impacted by that. And to everyone, please do stay healthy, stay safe, and stay well.